Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Ashley.
And we are the Valley Exchange. This is a podcast about selling on eBay and what we've learned so far.
Yep.
So, what's going on in our store this week?
Well, we were having a really good week. I thought we were kind of slow a couple weeks ago, but I guess we're kind of okay.
A couple of weeks ago, more like a couple of days ago, you came to me and you're like, everything's awful. It's all terrible. We're not selling anything.
Yeah, I did do that.
But so far, we've been doing really good.
It was funny. The day I did that, we had like a $240 day.
We had one of our best days ever. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's easy to feel like when you have a bunch of $50 days that it's going to be terrible, but it's okay.
Yeah. So far, we've doubled our sales from around $3,000 every 2 months to $6,000 every 2 months. So that's been pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I was really feeling like we were slowing down for some reason, even though I know we're not.
Yeah.
And then I was going through our sales and looking at everything, and then I was like, oh, we've doubled our sales.
What do you think's the main factor that's contributing to that?
Well, our inventory is a lot more now.
Yeah.
I mean, we were at like 300 then, and we're over 700 now.
So we've more than doubled our inventory,
Yeah.
which has obviously helped.
Well, and we're just adding a lot of new things. We're selling a lot more, I mean, from adding those new things every day.
Yeah.
So
Do you think the free shipping has helped a lot, or
Yes.
is it... Okay.
I think that's helped tremendously.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I think so.
I think even if you are even if you are selling things for a little bit less, because you are, I mean, I don't think you can build shipping completely into your price. I don't think that's ever going to happen where people are going to pay an extra $4 on top for shipping. But even if you are losing a little bit, you're making it up in additional sales.
That's true.
We were really scared to do free shipping. Remember that?
Yeah. We kind of half tested it and it didn't seem like it was doing that much better.
Yeah.
So we went back to where we'd have people pay for shipping for everything. But now that we're just... What made us decide to do it? Like, what was our thing that was like, we need to do this?
I don't even remember. I think I just wanted sales to increase, and I was like, everything new I'm listing is going to be free shipping. Right now, our old stuff still has shipping on it, and I need to go through and edit that. Take it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it.
So we just one day decided, hey, let's do free shipping, and we haven't looked back.
It wasn't immediate, definitely, but over, I think it was like a month, it started to pick up.
Yeah. I mean, and we'd tried it before, so it's not something we just, out of the blue, we'll just do this. But, I mean, we played around with the idea.
Yeah, I like did half the items free shipping, but then I was like, we're still selling ones with shipping on them. But I think it definitely makes a difference in sales, especially quick sales, like over a day or two. I mean, I don't think we'd get those if we were charging shipping.
Well, I think it's also, that's what people are expecting these days. They have, the biggest online...
Amazon.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the biggest online retailer is Amazon.
Yeah.
And their whole spiel is that you get the free 2-day shipping with anything you buy.
Yeah, and we do the first class or priority with everything, which is pretty quick for us. I feel like we get feedback a lot of the times 4 days after we send something.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
For something they buy, they pay for it, and then in 4 days it shows up on their doorstep. I mean, that might not be as fast as Amazon, but it's still really good.
Well, if we do priority, it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that on something that's $20.
Yeah.
And they don't pay anything.
There's no
extra.
reason to do that. We'd just be losing money.
Yeah.
So.
First class is pretty fast, though.
It is.
A lot of the time, it's as close to priority as priority is.
Yeah, it is really fast. So it's like, why spend the extra money when we can just do this? Now, some people I know only do priority. Like, that's the only thing they'll do. And that just doesn't seem to make sense to me.
No, I can't imagine that. We'd be losing like an extra $3 on top of every single item we sold. I only do that if something's over 16 ounces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't know. Or it's a bigger item and I don't have the right box, or it's too heavy or whatever. But most of the time FedEx is cheaper. But anyway, back to we doubled our sales for sure. And I know that might be really hard to do again, but we're hoping to do it again.
I mean, if we can double it again in another 2 months and then double it again after that.
I'm not sure we can do that.
That'd be pretty great.
I don't know if we could, because I think realistically it's the amount that we're listing is what really makes the difference. And I can't list more than 40, 50 things a day, and I'm doing over 30 right
Yeah,
now.
well, right now you're only doing around 30, so...
I'm doing 35.
35, okay.
Let's put in the extra
so
5.
at one point, our sales are going to catch up to what we're listing, and then it's going to be hard to just keep adding to our total inventory.
Yeah. I think if we get rid of some dead inventory, it'll also help, and I need to do that.
What do you mean by that? The old stuff.
What we bought when we didn't know when we were starting, and now I know that that's probably not going to sell for the price I want, and we need to either get rid of it or do auctions or something, because there's quite a bit.
Well, you were thinking of doing auctions after something is not sold for 6 months.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do, just because we're okay with hanging on to stuff in our store.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our storage is not a big deal at the moment. It is a little full right now.
Yeah, our garage is getting pretty full right now. But.
Yeah. But it's okay. I mean,
and that won't work for everyone, because there's going to be people out there who have smaller spaces, and they're like, I need to get rid of this. Or, on the flip side, there'll be people who have bigger space, and they'll be like, I can hold on to this for as long as I want if I want to get the right price.
I think with clothing, it's a little bit different. Like
How so?
Well, I feel like if someone hasn't bought it after a year, it's, I don't know, is it worth it? Well, you're not making that much of a profit to begin with, so if you auction it off and get your money back, you might as well reinvest that in something better.
I guess that's true, yeah, because your money is invested in that item, and it's like you could get a lower return, but then you'll have that money to do something else with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. I'm playing around with the idea. It does take a lot of effort for me to go through, pull each of those items, or... I don't know, set up the auctions, or I haven't done auctions, so we have to figure that out.
I did them a bit back when I was doing it by myself, and it's nice because you can sometimes get a higher price than what you want.
Not in clothes, though. Not often.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say, but it's more often than not that you'll just get a lower price than what you want.
Yeah, but at least you're getting your money back.
You are. But, if you can get that bidding war going, that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Where everyone's fighting for it, but that doesn't always happen. And sometimes it happens on stuff you don't think it will happen on. Like I had this old 8-track. 8-track, that was it. Yeah, 8-track player.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is maybe worth like $5-10. I put it up for $5, and that went for like $35. And if I had done buy it now, I wouldn't have got that much money. But, there's been other stuff where I'm like, this should go for this amount. But it's gone for less just because the right people weren't looking at it that 1 week.
That's true.
So that's, the inherent risk of it.
Yeah. Well, I think it would be worth it as long as you charge shipping, you're not losing money. So.
Yeah. But if there's a certain price you want for something, it can be hard to get
I'm just saying for getting rid of dead inventory.
Yeah, for getting rid of the clothes, it's easy to just be like, all right, we'll charge for shipping, and then we're probably not going to make a loss no matter what the price is. Because we get it for so cheap.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah. Anyway, so our week has been pretty good. Today we've done it 182 in sales. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome for us. Yeah. Our goal is 100. We're sort of okay with occasional $50 days. I don't get too upset with that. They're gonna happen. Yeah. Right now our sales have been pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can't really avoid it. It's gonna happen no matter what we do.
Yeah. But it's funny because we talked about summer being slow, but we've had our best months so far in summer.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's just because we've gotten more inventory up or if that's, the nature of what we do. Because, with clothes, is there really a drop-off in summer? Because people are always buying clothes.
Well, it depends what you're buying. But I've been selling wool sweaters in summer. That doesn't make any sense, but we're doing it.
People are preparing for the winter, I guess. Winter is coming.
Yeah, we're going to keep selling them, so... We'll see. The last 7 days we made $800, so 801.
And then what's our monthly total?
3,321 so far, the last 31 days. So that's good for us
awesome
right now.
For us, yeah. That's more than exceeding the goal we're wanting. So
yeah, my goal for 7 days, my ultimate week would be $1,000 in a week. But we're not there yet.
Not quite there yet. So I may have overspoke, but yeah.
It's okay. We're hoping to get there at some point.
What's the cool thing we found this week?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So Kevin got bombarded with text messages at work this morning. I felt kind of bad. I went to our local thrift store and I was walking through the shoes and I wasn't finding anything, and I already kind of didn't want to go, but I just, I went because I was already out of the house. And I walked by the toys and I saw it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. So they had just opened pretty early. So I walked by the toys and there is this vintage Star Wars playset in the box. Like, really cool vintage box. And I start freaking out. And I grab it. I didn't even care that it was marked $25. And I was like, I don't care. This is worth it.
Yeah,
like,
it was, from the pictures, it was really cool looking.
It's so cool. It's like the vintage box. It's in color. It's awesome. It's like, what, 1983 is one of them.
One of the things we got.
1977, I think, is the other. I found an additional box. But how I found that was, so I put it in my cart and I was like super jazzed. And there was a bag sitting next to it of additional pieces. So I grabbed that too. And I was walking through and I was like, I gotta go pay. Like, I don't want them to change their mind. Like, I don't know. I just
get it and get out.
Yeah, I wanted to get out. And then I was walking by, and this guy that I have seen I know he's a reseller. I've talked to him a couple times, and he's looking at all the board games. That's what he does. And he sees the Star Wars, and he's like, no way. Like, he's so jealous, and he's like, so what do you want for that? And I'm like, I'm not gonna sell it to you. Like, my husband's gonna freak out. And he's like, oh, okay. And so I walk off and I'm looking at all like the collectibles just because like I can't just like immediately leave because I don't know, I was feeling weird. And then he walks over with the other box. He has a second Ewok like little village box. And I'm like, no, I missed one. I guess it wasn't in the toys. It was somewhere else.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, are you going to buy it? Like, I'm like, please don't buy it. I want it. And so we have a little discussion. I'm like, I'll give you $20 for it. I will go to an ATM and give you $20. And he's like, no, I'm going to part it out. And then I was like, oh, that really sucks. And he goes, you know what? My garage is full. I'm going to give this to you. And I'm like, no way. Like, I feel like teary. I'm like, no way. And he's like, it's cool. Just, if you ever see like, pinball machine little things or like anything, he does like weird little like, I guess he does vintage
pinball
games.
machine stuff.
Yeah, and like
video games and stuff.
Yeah. And he's like, just try not to buy all of those. And I was like, okay. So I like book it for the door. I'm like, I'm gonna go pay for this.
Got my goods. Gotta get out of here.
But the thing was, it was gonna be $50 for the 2 boxes and then another $20 for the additional pieces. That's what it was marked at. And I looked at the lady and I was like, I'm not going to pay $25 for 2 basically empty boxes. They had just put the big pieces in the boxes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I was like, can you, like, come down on the price? And I always try to haggle. Yeah. And
that's how you
she
get
was
the
like,
best,
yeah, let me call
stuff.
my manager over. And I didn't realize. I thought she was just going to make me pay for each of the boxes and not the extra pieces. She just had me to pay $20 for the bag of pieces. And I was like, so I got $50 off.
Wow. But that got you everything.
It got me everything.
$20.
Yeah.
Got you the 2 boxes and the bag of extra stuff.
And I had a coupon.
Nice.
I didn't say that when I was haggling the price, but I got everything plus like some other stuff I had for $17.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The boxes alone are worth $50.
So just these Star Wars vintage toy boxes empty are worth $50.
I mean, they're in kind of rough shape, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But they're still worth money.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way I'm not going to make my money back.
I know you told me that they're missing some of the parts. So we're just gonna...
I'm so sad. So I knew there probably weren't all the parts. It looks kind of... I mean, it's a big bag of pieces, but it looks rough.
Yeah.
So there's like... I'm just going to part it out, basically. Yeah. I can't put it all together. It's not going to happen. There's a bunch of random Star Wars stuff we need to identify. But it's all vintage Star Wars, and that's really hot right now, so...
What do you think our return's going to be on that? Do you have any sort of estimate?
I don't know.
$200?
Yeah, probably around $200. I mean, it depends how well we do figuring out what's what.
Yeah.
There's some broken pieces, like a kid has, like, snapped off little things. So I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But we're not going to lose money, so that's great. And it's just so cool to buy it. I was like, forget it, I'm buying it.
I mean, yeah, stuff like that's just fun to buy. I mean, vintage
and
Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars.
I do love Star Wars.
There's a really cool... There was extra stuff. There's a bunch of booklets to different ones.
That's cool.
And a poster.
That's awesome.
You want the poster.
I do kind of want the poster.
Yeah, it's cool. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, just stuff like that. That's just fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. Now, going on, our kind of main topic this week is how to list. Do you want to share with the audience how you do your listing process?
We're kind of different than a lot of people, I think. Although, I'm sure a lot of people do this. So, We have someone take the pictures for us, but you have to take your pictures somehow. So I go to the computer and I open the file that has the pictures from that week, and I keep all of the items in one bin, and then I work from that one bin. So there's like 40 items, and I want to get those up. That's the goal. So
you'll find the file on the computer for the photos that have already been taken by our person for this week.
Yep.
Or whatever week whatever time frame it was for that bin.
Yeah.
And then what do you do after that?
Well, I go through the pictures of the item I want to list really quick, and I just scan through them and make sure there's no, like, defects or anything that I want. It's really hard to... This is the one thing I don't like about having someone take the pictures for us, is if there's a defect, she's still going to take the pictures, and sometimes I don't want to use the item. And so... So
that was the one thing back when we were doing it on our own.
There's no quality control,
Yeah, if you saw something that was... obvious defect, we're not going to use it.
Toss it.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to waste my time doing photos for this. Oh, we just got an eBay notification.
Sorry.
Awesome. So with that, once you've looked over the photos, made sure there's no damage, what's next?
So I will look up the item by name and style. So if it's like a tank top, I'll be like, Ann Taylor Loft tank top, and type in whatever I can to find it. And then I click on the solds. Just to see what they're selling for. And if I can't find the exact one, I find one that's really similar.
And we think that's really important for people to know, is that, the best way to know the price for something is to look up what's actually sold.
Yeah.
Because you can look at what's active.
Does not matter.
Does not matter. You need to look at what it's actually selling for. And this, as we were talking about last time, is a really good way when you're out and about and looking at items to buy.
Yeah.
If you want to know, like, hey, is this a good price for this? You should look at the solds for that item and see, like, all right, this is the return I'm going to get. Yeah. Is this a good deal?
But again, if there's 100 of them listed for really cheap, then you might not want to get that item.
That's true. Depending on how much you're going to get it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. But I always get a little nervous when there's like 100 of something.
Yeah, because who knows, why is your item going to sell among all the hundreds of other items they're just going to buy from somebody else.
True. So once I find the item in the solds that I think is really similar or the same as mine, I click sell similar on it. I used to go in and click on my items and sell similar for my items because it already has my information in it. But I realized I was still searching to find the solds anyway, and it was just another step for me. Mm-hmm. And I was really hesitant to do that. But it turns out I'm a lot quicker. I've been really picking up my speed the last couple weeks. So I click sell similar. I put in the information. I upload the pictures. But I'm not like going through and putting them all in order or anything or like cropping them. I'm just getting the draft created, and then I'm clicking save for later.
Mm-hmm. Why are you doing that?
Because I put in the listings after. Because I don't have the item out when I'm listing. Because that just takes me way too much time.
You put in what? After the measurements?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will go in, save the draft. So then once I have 30 drafts created, I'll take a break. I normally have lunch or something, or, walk around or go crazy. Or today, just don't come back to it. But and then I will bring the tub out into the living room, turn on a show because I get really bored.
Have to watch your shows.
Yeah. And then I measure everything and I go in and complete the drafts, and that's when I organize the photos.
And at one point in time, you were doing like half of it on your phone, half of it on the computer.
Yeah.
Are you doing that anymore? Or are you doing everything on the computer?
Well, the reason I was doing that was because I was uploading my pictures from the phone, because it's easier to crop and everything on the phone. But if I'm already opening it on the computer to do the measurements, it's just easier to
do it all from there.
Yeah.
And that was
actually saving me a lot of time.
That was kind of back when we were doing our own photos. You just pick up the ones.
Yeah, because they were in the iCloud and it was easier.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So it's just easy to go in there and be like, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. But I also work better sitting at a computer than on a phone because I get distracted easily. I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
So, like, measurements, it's not a big deal, but listing, I need to pay attention. So I'm trying not to get up before 30 or 15 items are listed. Sometimes I take a break.
So once you've gone on, got the measurements in, is there any other part to your process? I mean, for price, again, you're just looking at sell similar, basically.
Yeah, so our organization system, I will add the letter of the bin into the title at that point because I'm folding it and putting it into the bin.
Yeah.
because sometimes I have to split where I'm putting stuff. So I do that, and then I put in our SKU number for our spreadsheet, and that's about it. I mean, there's not too much else.
For the price, though, how are you finding the best price for it? Because there's even looking at what's sold similar. How do we know what we're gonna price our stuff at?
Gut. I mean, I look, but I'm also not going to price it way, way higher or way lower than other people are selling it for. But honestly, I know what I want to get for something. Like, if other people are selling it for 21 and I'm okay with getting it for 17, I'm going to list it for 19.
But for someone who's not used to doing this, is there any advice you could give them?
Just see what other people are selling it for. Pay attention to their shipping method.
Also, the quality of the item.
Yeah, if yours is a lot nicer, I mean, you can get more for it. And you can list high. We take buy it now or best offer all the time. So sometimes I do list high and then take best offer. We do that a lot, but
then we're usually putting stuff on sale as well.
Yeah,
Isn't that correct?
I have been trying, it's really hard for me, I don't know why, to price things higher to start with. And then you just assume in a week it's going to go on sale, or 2 weeks it's going to go on sale and be 20 or 15 or whatever.
So you're kind of building that into that initial price.
Right. But, I mean, it doesn't always work out that way.
Yeah.
So it just depends. Especially when we accept best offer, I think you just kind of take the price that you want to get for it. There's no, like, hard and fast rules about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And we're doing all, I think we've said this before, but we're doing all buy it now. So we're not doing any auctions.
I did start this week not putting best offer on every single item.
Why?
Because we're taking too low of offers on a lot of stuff. And if it's under, like, $10 that I think I'm going to get for it, I'm just going to try to get the price.
Yeah, I think my rule back in the day was anything under $25, I wouldn't put best offer on.
Yeah. I don't think that for clothing that works.
Yeah.
But I've been taking it off just because we've been selling a lot of stuff for $10 just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of people offering $8, and then I'm like, oh, it's only $2, and I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'd rather just wait for the 10.
Wait for someone to give you the right price.
Because if you have it up for 10, or buy it now and best offer, someone's going to offer you a little bit lower.
Yeah. And if you just don't give them that option, if you're just like, all right, $10, people are like, okay, cool, that's still a great price. I will pay you that.
And that's just on, like, kid stuff or some older stuff we have. I'm not really accepting that on a ton.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, that's just one way to.
But every dollar adds up. I mean, I think that's part of the reason we've been doing really well is I've been accepting a lot of best offer.
Yeah. Is there any other part of your process that you haven't discussed, or is that pretty much everything?
I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, it's not. I'm getting a lot faster because I'm not worrying about every single detail. Yeah. I was listening to another podcast and I'm not worrying about every detail, and I'm like, oh, I don't have to worry. Like, okay, I'm going to try this. And I'm so much faster now because I'm not worried about adding a huge description or worrying that every single picture needs to be cropped. I'm doing, the first one.
Yeah, I think that's an important part, is it doesn't need to be perfect.
No.
And people usually don't even read a long description. Like, if you just have a couple bullet points, that's all they want.
I do the title, the measurements, and that's it. Yeah. Unless there's something I want to say about it. If a person has a question, they're going to ask.
Yeah. Because some people, I see the listings up there, they went to all this time to write out a really detailed history of the item or what it is.
Unless it's a really expensive item, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No.
So it's just easier to just not fret over those little details when you can spend your time more effectively just getting stuff up.
Yeah, no, it's true, because I could not get the 30 up a day. I was stuck at 15 for the longest time. Yeah. I was also taking pictures, but I could not do that if I was worrying about every single picture. And I was cropping every single picture. And I realized it just doesn't matter. As long as your first picture is eye-catching, they can pan through the rest really quick and it's still going to look good.
At the same time, you still want decent-looking photos.
Oh, yeah. No, they're not bad. If there's an outlet in it or something, I'd crop it. But that's not very often.
Yeah, so just try to get, decent quality stuff and, use that to put it up there. That way, you just got to do it.
Yeah, you just have to power through. Yeah. That's what I've been trying to do. I'm get it done so I can have a life. Yeah. I don't know. So I can unpack our house. Which I did.
So with good. Any customer issues this week we got going on?
I told you about this, but people buying things and then asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, stop buying it and then asking the questions. I don't want to cancel your transactions. And they're paying sometimes. Or then they don't pay, and then I have to do an unpaid items case.
Which seems so silly. It's like, I don't go into a store and just buy whatever it is and then be like, oh,
figure it out. Yeah.
What does this do? Is this what I need? It's like, no, you ask what it is first, and then you buy it.
My favorite one from this week, a person bought a pair of shorts and then messaged me 5 times in one day to ask if it had pockets.
Yeah. And it's like...
Just ask before you buy it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess people are not wanting to lose out on the item, so they'll just buy and then ask their questions.
But that's not cool.
But yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but it's happened a couple times this week, or over the last couple weeks, and then we've just had a lot of unpaid items.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of last month, we had like 3 or 4. That's a lot.
Doesn't make sense to me. I know every now and then the occasional person's be like, I don't want that, I'm not going to pay for it, but...
Yeah. I feel like we go through kind of ups and downs with that. Like, we have a couple, and then we have none for a while, and then we have a couple. It's weird.
Especially with what we're doing, where we're not doing auctions, we're not doing high-pressure sales. It's like, this is buy it now. You can read through the description, and then if you want it, you click the button.
It's best offer that most of the time they're like, oh, maybe I should ask for less or something.
Or they're like... Oh, they took a day to respond to my best offer. I've already bought it somewhere else or something like that.
Well, it says you have 48 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but it's also frustrating. I think. So
that's just one part of the business that we got to deal with.
That's true. So, Kevin, what are you going to try to do this week?
Well, this week, I'm going to try to help with the measurements.
Oh, boy.
I helped you take pictures of all the shoes the other day.
Yep. There's more.
Yeah, that was helpful. At least that's what you tell me.
There's still more.
Oh, I'm sure there is. But that was actually really good because we're getting good money for those shoes.
Yeah, no, we've sold quite a few. I'm really happy with that, actually. Yeah. I got a lot at the bins, and that turned out to be good. Even if they're in rough shape, like, if they're a high-end shoe, I can still sell them. I sold a pair of Birkenstocks that I was like, these aren't going to sell. Should I list them? I got $20 for them.
Yeah. I mean, we did get one person messaging us and saying, that is dirt on it. I don't want that. And it's like,
yeah.
All right, buddy. I mean, we're not going to...
You already bought it, so that sucks.
We're not going to wash the dirt off every single shoe. We don't have time for that.
Well, it was a Teva sandal, or a Chaco sandal, and I didn't scrub them down well enough, I guess. Because I do wash them off.
Well, I mean, we make them clean, but we're not going to make them, like, sparkle.
No.
So...
And that's also a Chaco sandal. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like a heavy-duty sandal.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. I feel like I'll take a few dollars less if you wash it yourself.
Yeah.
I know it's going to sell, basically.
Yeah. But what are you working on this week?
I'm going to keep listing at least 30 items a day. I've been doing like 33 to 35.
Nice.
So.
Getting a little bit better.
Yeah. It's hard. And then I need to organize the office.
Yeah.
Because... There's boxes all around us.
There's literally boxes all around us.
We just haven't unpacked for moving yet. And then I have to source. My goal is to source earlier in the week because on Sunday I switch our inventory out with our photographer. And I get really stressed if I have to source right before. Yeah. Because I'm not sure I'm going to have enough for her.
So that was my idea to encourage her to do it earlier in the week. That way she isn't so stressed out when the time comes.
Yeah. So, but it's just the bins, so, the Goodwill outlet. So, I mean, I can go any day. I just prefer to go when I feel up to it. Yeah. I don't know. That takes some energy for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, but it's definitely a lot of work.
You went with me this week.
Yeah, I did. It was fun.
It was fun. We found really good shoes.
We found some good shoes. Going back to that shoe thing.
Those.
Yeah.
We actually were like, why did we even look at the clothes? We should have just looked at the shoes.
Yeah, because
it was like gold.
The shoes were making us more money than anything else.
Dance goes everywhere.
Yeah, it was great.
I love Dance goes. They don't sell like super, super fast, but they sell pretty, like in a month they'll sell, and they sell for a lot, which is awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
And then, so I think, just organizing more, I think that's our goal. So just staying on top of it and listing.
And next week we'll talk a little bit more about organization. I know we were supposed to do that this week, but we kind of switched things up a little bit.
Yeah, because I think to talk about it, I need to be more organized. I mean, we are really actually organized. our inventory.
Our inventory is good, but our
I can't do it. I'll be a hypocrite if I do.
all our personal stuff is all over the place, so we need to get some order to that. And then we'll tell you how to organize your own stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we'll be back next week. We'll try to do this. Are we going to try to do it every Monday? We're going to get our podcast
hopefully go up
Monday.
every Monday if my evil plans work.
We have extra time on Sunday nights, so it works for us.
Yeah. Well, that's our show this week. You can go to our website, thevalleyexchange.com, and check out all our stuff. You can also check out our Instagram. What's the name for that?
The Valley Exchange. That's it.
At Instagram, right? Is that how
I don't
it works?
know, yeah. Our website's thevalleyexchange.com.
So, yeah, you can go there.
All the Valley
And that'll
Exchange.
direct you to our Instagram.
Also YouTube, The Valley Exchange.
Oh, there we go. It's all all cohesive branding. It's funny how that works.
Well, it's just easy for me to remember.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.